in Aberdeen, and then we handed over. It was Carl Ford that did this talk that Maggie's going to do today.
Well, I'm not going to do it as good as her, but I am going to attempt some of the topics that she. I can cover her headlines, but I can give you my experiences under those headlines as a teacher. Can everybody hear me?
I was just going to say one thing. So then, after it, I was stunned. I knew bits and pieces of all this. But what Conrad said, for somebody like me who came from a council house, got to university, got my chance, went to university, a lot of private school boys, and found that it was just as good as they were. And that's all gone, and it really makes me angry. And the thing about what Maggie's going to talk about is the kind of educationalist view of it now.
What it was like, really, in school as the curriculum for excellence was being introduced. Can you hear me at the back?
It's a bit weak. The acoustics in this building are pretty atrocious. That's my subject anyway.
Let me come a bit.
So, can we just come a bit forward, please? I think it's being trapped underneath that stage. Sorry about that.
No, not at all, not at all.
I don't want your words to fall on the
Can you still see the screen?
Yes.
A wee bit about me. I started my teaching career not that far from here in Garthamlock, 1974 I think it was, and at that time I'm afraid Alex Salmon was beginning to rear his ugly head at that time. Now, I taught in Glasgow for a while, then I went back to Aberdeen. I'm going to give you a primary school perspective tonight, where I feel it is going wrong right from the very beginning. And that's why Conrad has to put up with the results of what's coming out of school at the end of it. I went on to work in Aberdeen. I've been a preschool development officer in Aberdeen as well, when we were starting to expand preschool places. I've also worked for HMIE Inspectorate as an associate assessor, going around inspecting primary schools. So I have a little bit of diversity, not just as teacher. I retired 9 years ago as an acting head teacher, so part of my responsibility at that time was to try and help implement the curriculum for excellence. Now a wee bit about it. Everybody says it's a terrible thing. We all saw it coming, it was being introduced, it was being sold to the teaching. I actually didn't like standing behind this thing. It was actually being sold to the teaching staff as just a tweak to the old curriculum. Don't throw the old curriculum out, just tweak it, just declutter it. And the teachers all thought, yes, that's exactly what we need. The curriculum will be decluttered. As it went on, that was a Labour Scottish Government at that time. We had funding to train teachers. There were huge concerns. I had huge concerns about the actual curriculum itself, the learning outcomes. One from the early stages. The early stages went from preschool to the end of primary one. That was to help liaise, get the children into the more formal education. One learning outcome was, I can appreciate the wonder of the world. That was right up to the end, to a 6-year-old. Now how do you assess, I can appreciate the wonder of the world? There is another outcome about fractions. I think Carol spoke about that one. I can, it's all I can. It's not I'm learning to. It's all, as Conrad said, the child is leading it. Now the curriculum was sold to us as it's a child-centered curriculum. Well, by the time I left, about 5 years later, it was like Chinese whispers. It had gone to a child-led curriculum. So the teachers were coming. Before this curriculum came in, we had an hour of literacy and an hour of numeracy throughout the primary school. Mainly in the morning, because that's when the kids were freshest. Monday to Friday, every day of the week. That went out the window. It just completely, I had teachers coming to me saying, look, there's no time in the week to do maths. When are we going to do maths? So we had people from Education Scotland, as the name was changed to. They came up from Edinburgh to train the head teachers how to implement this curriculum. And I said, I've got a question. I said, how much maths is there in the curriculum? When are we teaching the maths? Oh, well, when you take them out on Woods Day, you can do that, the practical maths. When you take them to the woods, you can measure this, gather this, count this. And there was no rigour in the curriculum at all. No rigorous learning outcomes, very difficult to assess, therefore very difficult to report back to parents. And I've gone completely off that tangent. That's part of the reason of the falling standards, all the way through primary. The attainment gap, well, that is being closed, she says. It's coming down the way. It's the lowest common denominator. There's no challenge, there's no aspiration in the curriculum anymore, there's no challenge for the good kids, there's very little support for the children who need the support. That used to be there, but because of the funding to local government, they had to cut somewhere in education. Pupil support assistance came out. And you cannot deliver this type of curriculum, because there's so much activity in it in the primary level, without additional support from additional staff. It's impossible. Subject choice at Nat 5 level. I was speaking to a retired physics teacher in Aberdeen, and he said, you know, when I retired, he said there was only one full-time physics teacher in the whole of the city of Aberdeen. Well, I couldn't believe it. I don't believe that. I really don't believe it. I did a freedom of information to the city, the education department, and it did come back, this was months later, that there was 10. But I believe there's about 11 secondary schools in Aberdeen, so that's only really one per school. I don't know about you, but when I was at school, it was about 3 at each school. 3 physics teachers. So the children are not getting the opportunity for a wider choice of subjects. And when I looked at the subject, and they've only got, and at the whole of Aberdeen, I don't know what Glasgow's like, but Aberdeen, they can only choose 6 subjects. And the way the curriculum for excellence works is they don't choose them until after 3rd year. Now it used to be to sit, my day, standard grades or O levels. You chose your subjects at the end of 2nd year, so you had a 2-year course to get your standard grades and therefore on to high. And in my day you could pick up 8 or 9, 5 I think was the minimum. Now the maximum in Aberdeen state schools, that is 6. That's as many as you could do. Private schools, you can do 8, 9. So how are they closing the attainment gap? Pupil attitude, work ethic. Conrad spoke about this behaviour. Starts right at the beginning, and the readiness to learn. Children coming in to P1, not their self-help skills are poor. They're not able to get dressed, get a coat from a jacket, a coat from a peg, a jacket from a peg to put on. They need help to do everything. They are not ready to learn. The staff room comment used to be, they're coming in like raw mince, and undercooked. They're not ready. So teachers are playing catch up. We, in P1, we were having to install, I don't know if you've heard of this, we were having to install changing units because children were coming in not toilet trained. P1. We're teachers, you know, so we were having to do that bit. But, so the curriculum which is one of the changes I would make all through primary. Children knew what they had to do to reach the next level. We used to break up the level, which generally took about 18 months. We would break it into 3 sections, so within these cycles we called them, and we had every child reaching their targets, and if they weren't reaching their targets, they were all tracked, ticked, tracked, assessed, and if they weren't reaching their targets, you could see that they needed extra support. It was there, the system was there, it didn't need chucking out. It needs to come back. When I asked at this Education Scotland meeting in the city, I said, there's no assessment at all. We have no assessment. We're told to put in this new curriculum, we have no assessment. I was told to assess it on the old curriculum. You know, it was doomed to fail. Staff, well, sadly, like me, people my age at the time were thinking, well, I don't have many years to go. I'm not starting all over again with a new curriculum. We left. We saw what was coming. We left. There weren't enough new teachers to take our place. They were being trained in the curriculum for excellence, so they knew how to teach it. But they were coming to me when I was trying to get teachers to teach classes. Where are we going to put you? One would come and say, please don't put me in primary 7. And I said, why not? I thought it was a discipline thing, maybe they couldn't handle the behaviour. I don't know how to do the primary 7 maths. So that's the teacher. Now, my worry is you're going to have, very soon you're going to have students coming from school who've been taught the curriculum for excellence. They're then going to learn how to teach the curriculum for excellence. And we've lost a whole generation of teachers who really knew how to teach. At the moment, we've still got a cohort of them that are there, but I heard something last week saying that some schools are now not teaching phonics. Now, phonics is vital in learning to read. And there was a huge thrust in that when there was an early intervention scheme, and this is one of the ways I would change this curriculum. You can't throw it out now, that's the trouble. It's too much to introduce yet something new. But if you, like Conrad said, concentrate on the basics, the reading, the writing, the math. Early intervention was a fantastic initiative. I think it was Tony Blair's government, to be honest, education. The trouble was it wasn't sustainable, but we had early intervention, and that was purely for literacy. So we were given money just to concentrate on children learning to read and write. But the unforeseen consequence of that success in the early stages of that was the maths improved. So you use the literacy, the reading and writing, and it opens up every other area of the curriculum. But that's gone. But that needs to come back. And that could be done easily. That would be easily done. Also, obviously, the teacher training is going to have to change. Wind it up.
Well,
The government, they're responsible, obviously. The inspectorate are responsible too. I mean, I've been looking at school reports lately and speaking to people who have the inspectors in. They're not rigorous reports, they're not rigorous inspections. It's what I would have called when we were going out as a light brush stroke, just not in-depth inspections anymore. And also, because the inspectorate, sorry Alan, I won't tell them, because they are no longer independent of the government, they are now under the umbrella of Education Scotland. So, are they objective? It used to be an inspector's job to inform government how the schools were doing. Government then put the funding into the right places to lift the standard. But now I believe the inspectors, I might be wrong, but what I hear is they are going out to inspect what they've been told to inspect. Teachers, I don't blame the teachers. Say who is responsible. The teachers are responsible, but it's the tools they've got to work with. Parents, well, they're getting a raw deal in my eyes. I think they're getting a raw deal. They're not getting good reports about their children because the teachers find it too hard to report, assess and report. I spoke about the behaviour. We have had to exclude before. We had a teacher wearing her identity lanyard with one child trying to strangle her with it. She immediately went off with stress. That little boy walked into the school every single day for 6 weeks till we could get him excluded. And that was 10 years ago. So what are we left with? Reform, as I've said, teacher training, data gathering, yes, and that's part of the inspectorate job. Focus on literacy and disadvantaged children, because they, the vulnerable children, are suffering the most. And that's my moan.
Okay, Tom just said that he's going to be away at 9:30 tonight, and we'd like to do a question and answer session. Sometimes that goes on a bit, so what I'd like to do is we can stop that Q&A now for about 20-25 minutes till we start at 9, so we can finish. It'd be a good thing to finish at 9:30 anyway, because people start to drift off to that after that. But if we want to hang on after the formal proceedings, there's all one night at the same 10:30, there was still 5 or 6 people left arguing the points, and that's fine. So,